His Excellency Dr. Sowore, our next president, people's choice. We can't continue like this. Nigeria must be great. Nigeria must be great. You are highly welcome, sir. And we believe you can do it. May you and I got to see you. We got to see you. Highly welcome, sir. You are highly welcome, sir. You have a choice. You have a choice. You are highly welcome, sir. You are highly welcome, sir. You are highly welcome, sir. We love you, we appreciate you. We appreciate you. The Lord is your strength. We appreciate you. You are the people's choice. You are the people's choice. We believe you can do it. And the youth, the winners are here for you. You are the next president. We believe you can do it. You are highly welcome, sir. You are highly welcome, sir. Excellency, you are welcome, sir. Let us have our seat. Mr. When you seated, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mr. When you seated. Please can we be seated? Let us be seated. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let us sit down. Please let's enter. Sit down. We want to see our president first. 2022. Sowore, Sowore. Let's see our president first. Sit down. We have enough space. We have enough space. Please enter. Please enter and sit down. Enter and sit down. Allah dan annabi muna roƙon ku. Kowa ya samu kullum da zai zauna. Please, Allah dan annabi muna roƙon and sit down. Kowa ya samu inda zai zauna. Dan Allah dan annabi muna roƙon ku. Kowa ya samu inda zai zauna. Thank you very much. Muna muku godiya. Muna muku godiya. Thank you very much. Dan Allah dan annabi kowa ya samu inda zai zauna. Please, dan Allah kowa ya samu inda zai zauna. Dan Allah, dan annabi kowa ya samu inda zai zauna. Please, we crave your indulgence. Could you please be seated? Please. 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 Let's be seated. His Excellency that we are expecting, he's here. Thank you very much. Thank you, Kpegyi. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming out to welcome our brother, a father, uncle, comrade. Salamu alaikum, muna maku godiya. Muna babban bakon da muke jira Allah ya kawo mana shi. Yaye ne gare mu, uba ne gare mu, dan uwa ne gare mu, dan Allah dan annabi. Wannan lokaci ne da ya kamata mu gyara ƙasar mu 2023. Insha Allah
One thing is sure.
Abu daya muke muku fata da kuma muke kyautata muku cewar zai faru.
But something is fundamental.
To akwai wani babban sako mai muhimmanci.
Is that
shine
we all know
gabaki ɗaya mu mun san cewar
for sure
dole ne wannan
that our suffering
that wahalolin da muka sha daga baya
is artificial.
Idan Allah ya zo ƙarshe.
Is the problem of the system.
Shine problem namu na ƙasar nan.
Created by both the APC and the PDP.
Wanda muka samu sakamakon zuwa daga tsakanin APC da PDP.
Maybe before we go forward,
kafin mu ci gaba da wannan magana,
let us stand up for a 1 minute silence for our brothers and sisters that were killed by the bandits at Abuja Kaduna Road. Let us stand up for 1 minute silence.
Allah muna son kowa ya tashi mu yi addu'a sakamakon hatsarurrukan da muka samu da aka sace mutanen mu hanyar Abuja Kaduna Road na jirgin kasa.
May their blood continue to torment those who give rooms for bandits. And may their blood continue to inspire us to fight as a nation for a country where peace and justice shall reign. Thank you very much. Let us have our seat. We all know that election is coming. Like I said earlier, you will not see Tinubu to come to this place. But what they will do is to give money to one youth leader on the day of election. 2 months ago, they did a mock election in Abuja. And what we witnessed is that people will just gather at one junction. Our electricity, they did not talk about it. Insecurity, they did not talk about it. Unemployment, they did not talk about it. Bad roads, they did not talk about it. So therefore, I will welcome Comrade Omoyele Sowore.
His Excellency Comrade Sowore
to introduce himself to people in Kpegyi. Let me also say that you can also join us in the movement ahead of 2023. Before I give him the microphone, one thing I want to say is that they said we don't have structure. They said we don't have structure. But we can show them before 2023 that our movement is powerful. Because the number of polling units in Kpegyi, we need people to join us to monitor our vote on the day of election. So therefore, this is one of the courageous, most trustworthy person I've ever met at the barricade. When I mean barricade, I mean our movement. His Excellency Sowore, the movement I think that I don't see his mind, but he will not like to be called His Excellency, so that he will not say it's me that we're here. No, he will prefer to be called comrade. So that His Excellency is. You know, it's for thieves. I know he will explain better. So thank you very much. A round of applause for him, please. Thank you very much. You're welcome. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very, very much, Kpegyi. I want to wish our Christian brothers and sisters a happy Easter today.
So yana mako maraba da lale zuwa kuma ya ji dadin zuwan sa Kpegyi kuma for the Christian brothers yana mako happy, congratulations, happy Easter.
This morning when I woke up, I went to a church. I'm not going to church because I want to go and convince people in the church that I'm a holy person.
Zuwa church ɗinsa ba wai ya je bane ya rinjaye mutane cewar saboda shi mutum ne na Allah.
But I wanted to spend time with our Christian brothers and sisters on this Easter day.
To amma yana so ya dan samu lokaci da mata da maza ƴan uwa abokan arziki a wannan rana mai girma wato na Easter.
As we are coming from church, we also went to one of our very highly respected Islamic scholars.
Lokacin da ya baro church sun ƙara zuwa sun gaida mai girma Sheikh wani babban scholar namu, Sheikh namu.
Sheikh Namu, Nuhu.
To Sheikh Malam Nuhu.
Nura Khalid.
Nura Khalid.
AKA Digital Imam.
To Malam Digital Imam.
Yawa. When we finished that, we decided to come to you in Kpegyi.
Bayan sun gama taro da shi shine suka ce ba za su samu hanyar su zuwa Kpegyi.
But before I go into the message, let me tell you a story about Easter.
To kafin ya ci gaba da maganarsa zai dan bamu wani kankanin tarihi game da maganar Easter,
which is related to Nigeria.
Wanda ya shafi kamar maganar kasar mu Nigeria.
And listen very, very attentively.
Dan Allah yana son kowa ya bashi kunne ya ji abin da zai faɗa.
When Jesus was the trial of Jesus Christ was completed.
Lokacin da maganar Yesu yayi completed.
They discovered that he was not guilty of any offense that will lead to death.
To sai aka zo daga baya aka gane cewa ba wani kuskuren da yi da zai kai shi zuwa ga mutuwa.
So they now decided, in Pontius Pilate, who was the governor of the city where he was tried.
To lokacin da aka gane cewa ba shi da wani abin da zai sa shi mutuwa, shi babban governor din kasan sai ya gane.
He brought out Jesus Christ and he brought out a thief.
Ya fito da Yesu, ya fito da kuma wani babban barawo.
The name of the person is Barabbas.
Sunan babban barawon Barnabas.
He said to the crowd outside.
Allah ya ga gwamnan ya ga mutanen garin gabaki daya.
He said, I've looked at Jesus Christ and he has not committed any offense that is worth the killing of Jesus Christ.
Yace na kalli laifukan da aka ce Yesu yayi amma bai kai ga abin da za a kashe shi ba.
He said, but here is another man, Barabbas.
Amma sai Yesu sai gwamnan ya ce ga wani babban barawo anan.
He said, but this man is a murderer.
Shi gwamnan ya ce wannan babban barawon mai kashe mutane ne.
He's a thief.
Babban barawo ne.
He's a wife beater.
Yana neman matan mutane.
Please choose between this man and Jesus who is innocent.
Sai gwamnan ya tambayi mutanen da suke kasan ya ce tsakanin wannan babban barawo da Yesu ku zaɓi ne daga cikin su.
It was one of the most important votes that was taken by human beings 2000 years ago.
Wannan shine babban zaben da aka yi shekara 2000 da suka wuce baya.
And they asked them to vote.
Shine aka ce masu kowa yi voting.
Voice vote. They said you vote by saying yes or no.
An ce masu babban zaben da aka yi shine wannan na baki ko a'a.
Mankind.
Shi mahallicin jama'a.
People in that place that day.
Mutanen da suke ta gurin taron nan.
They make the greatest mistake in history.
Sun yi babban kuskure a tarihi.
It is the same thing with Nigeria today.
Shine irin the same kuskuren da muka yi a Nigeria.
We have entered one chance.
Mun shiga kuskure guda daya.
We have thieves on one side.
Muna da barayi a gefe na daya.
The APC people are serious barawo.
APC babban barayi ne.
The ones that Hausa people call barawo banza.
To wa'inda mutanen Hausa suke kira barayin banza.
The PDP people.
Mutanen PDP kuma.
They are liars and deceitful people.
Makaryata ne da kuma mayaudara.
The one the Hausa people call munafiki banza.
Munafikan banza kenan.
Ko ba haka ba?
Please a round of applause.
But
amma
we are at that junction again.
Muna kan hanya yanzu.
That we will have to vote again in Nigeria in 2023.
Wanda za mu sake wani sabon zabe a shekara 2023.
And we have clear options.
Kuma muna da abubuwa masu gaskiya.
We have to choose between Barabbas again.
Ya kama wannan lokaci ne da za mu zaɓi Barnabas kuma babban barawo na ɗazu.
Yes. Even though I'm not comparing any one of us with Jesus Christ.
Wanda shi ba yana sa kamar yana comparing da Yesu bane.
But we must not vote for Barabbas in 2022.
To amma bai kamata mu zaɓi Barau ba 2023.
You must not vote for a thief in 2023.
Ba za mu zaɓi Barau a 2023 ba.
You must not vote for a bandit in 2023.
Ba za mu zaɓi 'yan ta'adda a 2023 ba.
You must not vote for a terrorist in 2023.
Ba za mu zaɓi masu sace mutane a 2023 ba.
You must not vote for a wife beater in 2023.
Ba za mu zaɓi masu dukan matansa ba.
You must not vote for a pickpocket in 2023.
Ba za mu zaɓi masu satan kuɗi a aljihun mutane ba.
You must not vote for destiny destroyers in 2023.
Ba za mu zaɓi wanda za su ɓata mana ƙasa ba kuma.
You must not vote for people who bring sadness in 2023.
Ba za mu zaɓi wanda suke ɓata mana rai ba a 2023.
You must not vote for people who don't allow your children to go to school.
Ba za mu zaɓi wanda suka yi hana yaran mu zuwa karatu ba.
You must not vote for people who steal money meant for your hospital in 2023.
Ba za mu zaɓi wanda ba za mu iya zuwa asibiti ban biya kuɗin asibiti.
You must not vote for people who seize your markets in 2023.
Ba za mu zaɓi wanda za su je kasuwoyin mu ba su ɓata mana su.
Those are the Barabbas of Nigeria.
Wayannan su ne barayin Najeriya.
Nigeria is right now in need of resurrection.
Yanzu Najeriya lokaci ne ya kamata da za mu ɗaga ƙasar mu sama.
People in Zamfara. I went to Zamfara.
Ya je Zamfara state kuma ya ga mutanen Zamfara.
I traveled to Sokoto.
Ya ƙara zuwa Sokoto.
I traveled to Katsina.
Ya je Katsina kuma.
In fact, we traveled to Daura, Buhari's hometown.
Har Allah kuma ya ƙara zuwa Daura.
And we told them boldly
Ya gaya masu
that if you vote for this man again,
dan idan kuka ƙara zaben wannan mutumi,
you will never be able to go to your farm.
wallahi ko gonan kama ba za ka je ba.
If you vote for this man again,
Idan ka ƙara zaben wannan
you will never
mutumi,
be able to enter your mosque.
wallahi ko masallaci ma zai
If you
gagare
vote
ka.
for this man again,
Idan ka ƙara zaben wannan
you will
mutumin,
never be able to enter train.
wallahi ko jirgin ƙasa ba za ka yi
If
shiga
you
ba.
vote for this man again,
Idan ka ƙara zaben wannan
you
mutumin,
can't send your children to school.
yaranka ma zai gagare, makaranta zai gagare su.
They said to me that I don't know what I'm saying.
Sai suka ce masa, suka ce ma kwamarai da wai bai san me yake faɗa ba.
They vote for this boo-boo where they sleep.
Sai suka zaɓi wannan.
Yes.
Sai suka zaɓe shi.
Boo-boo Dambauchi.
Sai suka zaɓi mutumin Bauchi.
Dambauchi. The man they sleep since 2019.
Kullum wannan mutumin bacci yake daga shekarar dubu.
Till today, as
Har
we are
yau har da
talking
Allah
now,
bacci yake yi.
Buhari is sleeping.
Bacci yake yi.
He sleeps on Mondays.
Yana bacci daga
He
Litinin.
sleeps on weekends.
Yana bacci da ranar sati.
Every day for Buhari na Easter holiday.
Kullum shi a ranar sa rayuwarsa lokacin hutu ne.
But Buhari will go whether he likes it or not.
Amma wannan lokaci ne da zai bar mu ya tafi. Wannan lokacin canjin mu ya zo.
Those of you who are here, you join us in Buhari must go now. Aja.
Mutanen mu ne suke na mana sau ku ta sa mana hannu a yi must go.
Buhari must
Go. He must. Bye bye to APC. Bye bye to.
So what we said and we saw in that time when we were campaigning for Buhari must go.
Lokacin da muke campaign da muka ce masa he must go, zai dole sai ya tafi.
They were beating us.
Ana dukan mu.
They arrested us.
An kama mu.
They detained us.
An sa mu a
But
prison.
now everybody eye has opened.
Amma yanzu kowa da kowa irinsa ya bude.
We were the prophets in 2020 that said Buhari must go.
Su mu ne muka ce masa sai ya tafi a lokacin shekarar zaɓe
We
2020.
saw the future when we protest against Buhari in 2021.
Mu man ga rayuwar lokacin da ya taho 2021.
In 2022,
A shekarar 2022,
Northern Elders Forum just woke up.
mutanen mu na arewa sun tashi daga bacci.
3 days ago, they said Buhari should resign.
Kwana uku da suka fice baya sun ce baba sai ya resign Buhari.
We told them that Buhari should not have been allowed to come in 2019.
To sai muka ce musu mu dama ai bai kamata mu kyale shi yanzu ba 2019.
And we still have a long way to go to survive Buhari.
Muna da babban hanya da zamu tafi inda har zamu ci gaba wannan tafiya da shi.
So that is why we have come to you
Shi yasa muka zo gare ku yanzu.
to keep reminding you
Mu tuna muku mu ƙara tuna muku
that this decision taking time,
cewar wannan lokaci ne da ya kamata mu dau shawara.
don't take it for granted.
Kar mu yi wasa da shi.
You know, in Hausa,
A Hausance
they say if you enter problem, they say ya shiga uku.
an ce ka shiga uku.
This one wey we enter na ya shiga uku sha biyar.
To wannan ya shiga wannan ba ya shiga uku wannan ya shiga 15 ne.
Go back ba. So we want to take our country back from these people.
To yanzu muna so mu karɓi ƙasar mu daga hannun mutanen nan.
We want to take it back from. We don't have anything against any tribe.
We have no
tribe, we have no religion. We just want all of you to enjoy life while you are there. We want you to be able to sleep at night and close your eyes. Not for security alone, but even for electricity, common electricity. Things that West African countries like Ghana take for granted. 24 hours electricity. You know, I don't know what is when they say there's no bawuta, right? Bawuta, ba reggae, ba nothing. We want to change that narrative forever. But one thing we must tell you, the people who cause the problem cannot solve the problem. If you like, collect their 1,000, 5,000 naira. If you like, eat their food. You have only eaten your future. As Islamic and as religious as Buhari is, he doesn't go to hospital in Kano. You know, they go for hospital for Kaduna. They go hospital for London. Money that should have been meant for building big hospital in Nigeria is used for treating one. Anytime you are sick now in this Nigeria, you know how you treat yourself. You go to pharmacies. They look at your eyes. They give you medicine. It starts with malaria. After malaria, they say it's typhoid. After typhoid, they ask you to go back to the village. Say, village people, they do it. But our own leaders, village people, don't feel reach them. All these stupid village people where they make people sick for here. They don't feel go after our leaders, make them make all of them. So what in the matter and I get you I need magari daga kauye shin su ba za su iya wayannan manyan magani ba su mutu. Why is it that now only village people they attack? Me yasa ko da yaushe ake cewa mutanen kauye ne? Can't village people all gather make they do meeting make they attack our leaders? Me yasa mutanen kauyuka ba za su hada kai ba su yi wayannan manyan magani? So that they go not say village people self day. Saboda za su dan su san cewa mutanen kauyuka su ma suna da karfi. But on a serious note, amma akan maganan gaskiya, as my comrade who introduced me told you, yadda mai gida ya introduce dan comrade ya gabatar da comrade, you are not going to find Tinubu to come and campaign to you. Ba za mu iya zuwa cewa ko za mu fara da Tinubu bane mu zo mu masa campaign. I'm sure that Atiku doesn't know where Kpegyi is. So kun san shi even kansa Atiku mai takarar shugaban kasa bai ma san ko ina ne Kpegyi ba. Maybe vice president has come to this area once. I heard maybe 2 weeks ago. So ba mamaki wasu sati biyu da suka wuce shi bai taimakon shugaban kasa ya zo nan ungwannin nan. The truth is that they don't care about you. But we care about you because we know most of you. Some of you have shared a cell with me before for detention. We share tear gas well for this. They share beatings from police. So we know ourselves. We know our problems. And that is why we are not calling big rallies. Stay in the stadium and people start deceiving us. No, we will still do that. But that way it will be organic. You leave your house because you believe in it. Not because the local government chairman asked you to come and enter bus to go and meet somebody. They didn't even tell you who you are going to meet. So my coming here today is to meet and greet you. And I guarantee you, and with all your help, I will become the president of Nigeria in 2023. Shugaba cancer. Shugaba cancer.
2023 Allah da inshallah.
Yeah, wow. So, but it will be as a result of your handiwork.
To amma zai zama daga sakamakon ku.
And our focus when we get in government will be on people like you.
To inda muka dosa idan Allah ba muka sauka wannan kujera yana kan ku talakawa.
It's not that we have anything against rich people.
Ba wai muna da wani matsala ba da masu arzikin kasar nan.
But they don't chop rich, they don't do.
Amma abubuwan da suka yi ya isa.
It's time for poor people to chop something.
Lokacin da ya kamata mu da ba mu da kuɗi talakawa da ya kamata mu ci ne yanzu.
It's time for poor people to send their children to school.
Yanzu lokaci ne da ya kamata talakawa su tura yaran su makaranta.
It's time for poor people, small people to have hospital that is working.
Lokacin da ya kamata gajiyayyu da ya kamata a rinka zuwa da su asibiti kenan.
It's time for poor people to have roads.
Lokacin da ya kamata talakawa su samu hanyoyi masu kyau kenan.
It's time for poor people to have access to small business loans.
Lokacin da ya kamata ƙananan mutane ya kamata su ma su samu jari su ba fara sana'o'in su.
It's time for poor people to go on vacation.
Lokacin ne da ya kamata talakawa ma su samu lokacin da za su ce mu ma ba za mu tafi hutu.
Even if it is 1 month a year for you to say me I want to go and play for years with my children.
Ko da wata ɗaya ne ko shekara ɗaya ne da zan wannan lokaci ne da zan je dan samu hutu da yaran.
It's time for poor people to be able to go back home for Christmas and not be afraid of kidnappers.
Lokaci ne da ya kamata da talakawa da ya kamata su rinka cewa za mu tafi Christmas gida ko sallah ba tare da wani tsoron 'yan ta'adda ba.
It's time for poor people to be able to sleep and be able to wake up feeling good.
To lokaci ne da ya kamata talakawa mu rinka baccin mu da idanun mu biyu ba da ɗaya ba mu tashi da safe mu ce Allah mun gode maka.
It's time for people to stop feeling sad all the time in Nigeria.
Lokaci ne da ya kamata talakawa rin sai daina baci. Da bai taba faruwa a tarihin Najeriya ba.
For a young Nigerian to become president of Nigeria.
For baban namu dan uwan baban mu ya zama na shugaban kasar Najeriya.
Since Nigeria was given independence.
Tun lokacin da aka ba mu ya wannan samun kai yancin kai.
It's mostly people that are older than Nigeria that is president of.
Mutanen da suka ma girman Najeriya su ne suke shugaban mutum ma'anar Najeriya.
Ah yeah, me ya faru.
Me ya faru saboda Allah. Ina samari suke.
Let me just stand them. If I won't talk, I will talk now. I'm going to feel bad.
So bara ya gode musu amma idan ya ce zai ci gaba da magana gobe ga Allah zai ci gaba da magana. Zai bakin ciki kuma.
Mun gode sosai.
To godiya muke mune muku maraba da lale.
Allah rufe asiri.
To Allah rufa mana asiri.
Allah ya maka baka.
3 boxer for comrade. Costa.
Thank you very much.
Your Excellency.
Thank you very much. I hope we've all heard from the comrade himself.
Muna fata kun ji maganar da comrade ya faɗa.
In our own style, we will not just talk finish and we enter and go.
Shi kaman hanyoyin su ne da ya gama magana zai tafi amma ba zai tafi ba yanzu tukuna.
This is time for question.
Wannan lokacin da zai tura muku magana ne duk wanda yake ta tambaya ya tambaye shi.
And let me ask one question and I will answer it. Today the kind of question we have also saw in the past.
To yana so shi ma zai tambaye ku magana ɗaya amma zai ba ku amsa saboda maganganun da muka ji lokacin wasu lokacin baya da suka wuce.
Somebody said to me,
wani ya tambaye ni
in Yoruba, they will say, I will speak that tọ́ba fún wèrè lọ́kọ́ akọ́kọ́ sọ́dọ̀ ààrẹ.
Idan aka ba mahaukaci fatanya zai fara nome abin gabansa.
Then I replied,
then shi sai ba wannan wanda ya tambaye shi ansa.
Nobody is even mad here in the first instance.
Ba wanda yake mahaukaci a yanzu.
The second thing is that
magana na biyu shine
we are talking of government of the people, for the people and by the people.
Mana magana shugaban kasa wanda na kowa da kowa ne.
So even if there is
even da koma akwai fatanya,
it will be used to make heaps for everybody.
Wannan fatanyan ya kamata ya tafi gurin kowa da kowa.
community to community,
ƙauyuka zuwa ƙauyuka,
village to village,
ƙauyuka zuwa ƙauyuka,
state to state,
jihohi zuwa jihohi,
until we reach national.
har sai mun je can villa.
That is what is called democracy.
Shine muke kira demokaradiyya.
We don't want poverty.
Amma ba sa son talauci.
I just said, talk about the question and I answered it. So we welcome questions so that comrade can answer the questions and then we can move forward. So please raise up your hand.
So a wannan kankanin lokaci duk wanda yake da tambaya zai iya daga hannunsa ya tambayi comrade.
Let's start from this side. Baba Tosin, ṣé any question ni? Ọ̀ṣọ́ ọmọ ẹ̀fẹ́ bèrè question. Ọ̀rẹ́ sí àparí àríyàn.
Good afternoon and welcome my president today. I want to ask this small question because in a time of election like this, many politicians will come. You will not even hear from them. They will not even allow you to come near their gate. So I want to know if by the grace of God that we are elected into the office, how are we sure that all what you are promising us today, that you will fulfill it? That is my question, sir. Thank you.
All right, so is any other question? Somebody raised hand somewhere here.
Any other question? Akwai mai tambaya?
Any other question?
Okay.
Somebody still there, okay.
Good afternoon.
Sharp, please. People are waiting for us in Jikoyi.
Good afternoon, my fellow members. My president to be, good afternoon. We heard your story. The story is very, very impressive. Because all the story we have been hearing, but all to no avail, we didn't see anything. So, my question goes like this. That seat that you are going to sit, they sit by his face. They sit. Immediately you put step in there. There is one injection that they do pin you people. Before all these promises, that injection will get into you now. You will not do anything. So I want to be, we all want to be assured that if your promises is good and we rely on you, all our vote will be on you. So we want to, so we really rely on you. Thank you.
The next person. Sharp.
Good afternoon. I welcome all of us here. But please, I want to ask you questions. Sorry, my normal question is that I know that this country, we are so big enough, but to win election in this country, and we have to have a structure. What is structure on ground before somebody can actualize his dream to be a president? Then number two is that, sir, please, if I could remember, I don't know that time, precisely that year, I know that you and maybe this very incumbent, you protested against the incumbent presidents at that time. Please, I will maybe explain to us the error, or maybe the belief that you had. But this man will to work eventually in the trade Nigeria. Thank you.
Last person.
ACC, AAC. I really believe in this.
Have to be audible. They're not hearing you.
I really believe in this platform of interactive platform like this. But I want to ask this question: what are we doing to our unemployment graduates and employed graduates? What is our mission or what vision for them? That's the only question I have to ask.
Thank you, but your question was not clear to his comrade. Could you please be on your feet and repeat that question so he can be able to answer your question? You okay, sir?
Hello? Welcome, sir. Our former president. We dey here today. Ọba Yorùbá Kpegyi lọ́nà àwọn Inshallah gbogbo tẹ̀ bá ń fẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lóko rẹ̀ àmọ́ ẹlẹ́dọ̀ọ́jú ti wà tó tá a bá dìbò fún yín tẹ̀ bá tó tọ́da bá a ti ń ṣépè láàtọ̀ náà láwọn ṣépè lẹ́yìn náà bá a ti ń ṣépè láàtọ̀ náà láwọn ṣépè lẹ́yìn náà kẹ́sẹ̀ tó bá dáa fún aráàlú ebi aráàlú kò sóni kò síná lọ́sibítù kò sí sùkúù àwọn ọmọ parí ìwé ìwé òdílé ìwé lọ ẹdún kẹ àjọ sí gbogbo ilé nǹkan bá mọ̀ pé a ti dìbò fún yín Kpegyi yóò Inshallah bọ́ọ̀bá sí ní ká sọ fún yín ní ọba Yorùbá Kpegyi èmi bá lóògùn tó wà sẹ́yìn.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. And please tell Kpegyi that I send my best regards. I'll be taking permission to sing a Yoruba song about hunger. So can vote for their leaders and stand by it and not allow criminals who claim they are rich to select their leaders for them. The leaders would be loyal to them. And like I said, if the leaders know that if you don't perform, the people will chase you away. They will guide their loins. But when you allow your leaders to be chosen by Dangote and all these other godfathers, who do you think they will be loyal to? It is the godfathers that they will be loyal to. That is the reason they don't come and campaign to you. It's the reason they will never come to this place. Like our comrade said, the first thing they will do in any election, when the election time is coming, is to look for some youth in the area. They give them money, they give them guns, cutlass. On election day, they chase whomever is not following their candidate away. They stop the ballot papers and the person win the election even though they are not elected by the people. You know what happened in this AMAC election now? Are you not here? Yes. Is it the person that you voted for that won the election? Most likely not. Because they don't respect you. And more and more Nigerians are also no longer voting. Don't let us deceive ourselves. People are saying go and collect PVC. Go and collect PVC. The people that have PVC are no longer voting because they don't have any faith in the electoral system anymore. Am I lying? No. So, but what we are telling you is that you can trust us. When we say trust us, it's not a matter of just saying it by mouth. Those of us who have suffered as regular people like you, we understand what you are going through. We understand what it means not to have electricity because we also don't have electricity. We understand what it means not to have a job when you graduate from the university. I graduated from the university in 1994. I did my NYSC 95, 96. Some of the people here are not born by that time. I did not have a job in Nigeria before I left Nigeria in 1999. But there are people who we graduated together in 1994 who did the NYSC in 1990 who have never had a job 30 years later. I know them. They have never had a job. They live from hand to mouth, begging family members, begging for money, looking for all kinds of crappy jobs. So, I am not going to the villa to sit down. It is people who you vote for who go and sit down on the chair that don't remember. I'm going to the villa to work. In fact, I have said it, I may not stay inside the villa. That villa is too big for one person. We can convert it to a hospital so that people can be going there to take treatment. How many bedrooms do the president of Nigeria need to sleep? That you are staying in a theater called Aso Rock Villa. And if you are a good president, you don't need all this security to protect you. People will protect you. And if you are a bad president, with all the security in the world, when the people come, they can chase you away. And chase your security. Even the security will chase you away as well. So that is one thing I want you all to understand. A brother there raised the issue of employment. Employment or unemployment is a big problem in Nigeria. The rate of unemployment is probably the highest in the world in Nigeria. About 31% is the official rate. but I can tell you that it's probably about 60% unemployment. There is nobody that I know in a family that can boast of, out of every 10 family members, that can boast of one employed person. Sometimes what they call employment in Nigeria is unemployment by international standard. I'm telling you that anybody that is working and collecting 30,000 naira per month is unemployed. If you are so unlucky and you are working in Kogi State where they are paying 5,000 naira per month, is that employment? No. Sometimes they don't even pay it. Any amount of money that you are collecting that cannot give you food, give you shelter, enable you to send your children to school is not employment. It's unemployment. It's not even called underemployment. It's complete unemployment. And that is why we said two things about employment. Nigeria needs to be put to work. Nigeria needs to industrialize. Nigeria cannot industrialize though if you don't have electricity. That's the truth. That is the basic minimum for industrialization. There must be power. Another basic minimum for industrialization and progress and development is security. Who is going to bring a company to Nigeria when bandits can stop train on the road and kidnap everybody inside and kill whomever they want to kill? If you are the one, will you bring your company to Nigeria? So why are we deceiving us? As long as people cannot bring their companies and establish them in Nigeria, you can never have employment. What we have said is that we will turn Nigeria into a construction site. We are building over 3 to 5 million houses in 4 years. We are developing the electricity sector in ways that will employ millions of people in the north. Let me give you an example of the north. The north can produce electricity that can take care of half of Nigeria if we use solar-powered farms. This solar power, sun can provide electricity that will help the entire north. And to build solar power farms that will raise enough electricity to help, you will have to employ over 2 million people. Even this herdsmen crisis you are talking about, if you put the herdsmen in ranches, it will provide employment for not less than 500,000 to 1 million people to keep those ranches working, taking care of the animals there. And the owners of the animals in turn pay taxes to the government. How about employment of teachers? There are not enough teachers in Nigeria. If we employ over 400,000 teachers to start teaching our kids, because education is very important, a lot of people in this room will get jobs. What about nurses? We are in shortage of over 600,000 nurses in this country. I don't even want to talk about doctors because all of them have left in the last few years because things are bad in Nigeria. But the rest of the world are asking our doctors to come because of COVID. Even nurses, they are being offered employment from Nigeria with houses provided for them in the UK and parts of Europe and America. But you don't have here. Employing 6,000 nurses will give a lot of people jobs because there are different categories of nurses. But if you employ people and you are not paying them living wage, you are deceiving yourself. Nobody who is working in Nigeria should be earning less than 100,000 naira per month. With the value of the naira so depreciated now, that's not even enough. Because quite honestly, if you are working in this country, let's assume that you are managing food. You at least have to eat 1,000 naira per day now. Yes. So if you are earning 30,000 naira, your entire salary is gone to food in 1 month. That means you have to eat, with the days are 31 days, you have to eat 30 days and fast for 1 day. That is the implication of 30,000 naira minimum wage. But think about it, all these lazy, lousy senators and House of Rep members, they are collecting 14 million naira per month. And the teachers who taught them in school are collecting 30,000 naira a month. Is that a country? So it's not about promising employment alone. It's also ensuring that people who are employed are getting the right wages. That's the only way our society can develop. I was watching a video, I don't know if anybody watched it, if it was sent to you last week. It was the Ghanaian government, because I don't like to be comparing Nigeria with America and Europe. They will say, those ones have been around forever. This is Ghana. The vice president of Ghana was reading out the achievement of the Ghanaian government. How many factories they have built in every state or district. I don't know if anybody saw that video in this crowd. You saw it. He was saying it categorically that these are the things we have done for our people in the last 4 years. Buhari has been in power for 7 years. They cannot boast of one thing that they did for the Nigerian people. They can only boast of how many people have been killed, how many people have been displaced. Nigeria has the largest population of internally displaced people in the world. Exactly. How can you say that we have a country? That's why when I started answering this question, I said, and I mean it, the day we get angry enough, we will get it right. We are just too quiet, we are too complacent. And the leaders know that we are complacent people. They know that no matter how bad they treat you, you will not complain, you will not fight back. Otherwise, how can a few people in this Abuja be taken for granted 200 million people? 200 million of you. All of you are just looking there like glucosate. You know, the leaders will slap you, you will be looking. Soldier will come flog you, you will be looking. Police will come hit you, you will be looking. Teachers will maltreat you. Area boys will maltreat you. Bandits will take over. Kidnappers will take some of your family members. Terrorists will hold you to ransom. My goodness, what kind of country is this? So what we have said, which is reverberating over the country now, is that we cannot continue like this. It is as simple as that. And I give you my word, my honor, that when I become president, not only will you be hearing from me, I will be coming back to all these places where I am now to come and ask you individually and collectively what you need. There's no big deal about it. A president in Brazil, who was named Lula, used to hold community meetings with people, street by street, community by community, and ask them, what do you want? Because it is not everybody whose priority is road. Sometimes they want hospital before you give them road. Sometimes they want schools before they get hospital. You have to go to them and ask them. And I don't have a problem with it to come to you, because I go to places where I'm not needed. Prison all the time. So it cannot be worse to come to freedom. I spent 5 months in detention in 2019. Following year, 11 days, all the time. And a detention is not as nice as this place. So I will always be back to you, to interact with you, to engage with you, to become reachable. And any one of you who is here, who knows me very well, they will tell you that I'm not the kind of leader whose house you don't know. They come to my house, anytime you can come to my house, we hang out, and when you are done, you go. Whatever we have, we eat together. That is the kind of person I am personally. I'm not using it to brag or boast to you. I'm not better than any one of you. It is just opportunity and circumstance that might have changed a little bit. But even in my own case, I came from a village in Ondo State that still hasn't had electricity since I was born. How can I be happy that people don't have electricity? When I grew up without electricity, until today I'm 51 years old, there's no electricity in my village. I grew up in a village, so I'm not the child of some rich man that needs to tell you that I've never seen poverty before. I have seen poverty. It's not even funny. I don't want to talk about it today because we won't leave this place if I tell you about the kind of poverty that I grew up in. So again, I want to thank you. Just as you are here waiting, we have another group of our people waiting in Jikowi. Yes. This is Kpegyi, and we appreciate the people of Kpegyi. One of the things I usually ask for when I come to visit people like this is for us to take a walk on the street so that people can see us, identify with us. But I appreciate and understand that today is Easter. A lot of you have taken out time to come here leaving behind the little jollifications that we are supposed to engage in. So I will release you to go back and enjoy the little bit of Easter that you deserve. But trust also that we'll come back. All these communities that we are talking to now individually will come together in one day and have a massive get together and rally. Last week here, I went to Orozo. We were driving to Orozo. I said, are we still in Nigeria? I didn't know that it's still part of, I'm just joking. It was a very nice neighbor, but it's beyond here. So just to tell you that I'm not just coming here, I go to a lot of places in one day, and we'll still be back, and we'll all get together. Please again, help me thank Kpegyi, and whomever is the community leader in the area, extend my greetings to them. It's not easy to lead communities in Nigeria, and I appreciate your presence today. Thank you very much. We cannot continue like this.
One